Are reptilians controlling our reality from the lower astral plane? What if I told you that an interdimensional species has been subtly pulling the strings of our reality, manipulating everything from politics to personal beliefs for centuries? Does it sound far-fetched, or does it strike a chord somewhere deep in your own intuition? While traditional science dismisses the idea of non-human entities influencing our lives, a growing number of people believe that reptilians, alleged beings from the lower astral plane, are doing just that. Their ultimate goal? Maintaining power over a sleeping human population. And yet, there is hope on the horizon, as the rise of 5D consciousness promises to dismantle these shadows, once and for all. The reptilians and the lower astral plane. The idea of reptilians, or reptoid beings, has surged in popularity over the past few decades. Depicted as cold, calculating, and power-hungry, these entities supposedly hail from the lower astral plane, a dimension existing beyond our physical perception. Often described as shapeshifters capable of mimicking human form, these beings are accused of infiltrating influential positions across the globe. Politicians, royalty, CEOs, and influential figures have all been targets of accusations, with claims they serve hidden agendas. The lower astral plane, in esoteric thought, is said to house dense, negative energies. It's often described as a realm filled with fear, greed, and distorted forms of consciousness. If such a place exists and the reptilians indeed reside there, it would explain why they thrive on creating chaos, perpetuating division, and fostering lower vibrational states like anger, hatred, and despair. The sheer intrigue and controversy surrounding this topic stems from its disturbing implications. Could humanity really be pawns in a cosmic power struggle? Fear of hidden manipulation. Many people's fears surrounding the reptilian narrative stem from one unsettling idea: loss of autonomy. The notion that our leaders, systems, or even ideas could be dictated by unseen forces challenges our very sense of free will. Those who resonate with this narrative often perceive connections between world events and a larger, sinister agenda. Economic inequality, wars, propaganda, and even technological dependence have been tied to alleged reptilian plots. The idea is that humanity remains embroiled in a low-frequency state because we are easier to control when we are divided, distracted, and disconnected from higher truths. Such fears are amplified by what some describe as energetic attacks, or feelings of being drained. If these entities truly operate on the astral level, some theorize they feed off negative emotions, much like parasites. The thought that our collective suffering could serve as sustenance for another species is undeniably unsettling, forcing us to question hidden motives behind what we accept as normal. The origins of the reptilian alternative narrative. The modern popularity of the reptilian alternative narrative can largely be credited to David Icke, a former sports broadcaster who turned into an independent investigator. Icke's claims about the ruling elite being shape-shifting reptilian stem from his interviews and research, which draw on ancient myths, personal testimonies, and psychic accounts. He ties their influence back to historical accounts, ranging from the serpent gods of ancient Sumer to the dragon symbols in Chinese and European mythology. Icke's bold assertions have made him a polarizing figure, but they've undeniably drawn attention to the possibility that humanity's struggles might be deeper than just physical systems of oppression. The concept of the astral plane, however, predates Icke by millennia. Esoteric traditions like Theosophy, Hermeticism, and Hindu philosophy detail this ethereal dimension as a plane of existence governed by thought and emotion rather than physicality. Many spiritual practitioners see the astral realm as a crossroads where entities, both benevolent and malevolent, can interact with humans. This adds another layer of complexity to the reptilian narrative as it intertwines ancient mysticism with modern alternative explanations. Evidence that challenges our reality. One of the most cited pieces of evidence for reptilian manipulation comes from reported encounters and personal stories. People claim to have witnessed shape-shifting in real time, often noticing subtle anomalies in someone's appearance, like their eyes temporarily turning slitted or their faces appearing reptilian for a brief moment. Others speak of vivid astral experiences where these beings interact with them, often in dreamlike or meditative states, warning them to stay silent or instilling fear. While skeptics chalk such accounts up to hallucinations or psychological projection, believers argue that dismissing them entirely ignores the possibility of a greater, unseen reality. Even if just a fraction of such claims are true, one must consider the possibility that reptilian influence is more pervasive than we think. The rise of 5D consciousness. Amid this shadowy narrative, there is a powerful counterforce rising within humanity. The concept of 5D consciousness refers to a collective awakening to higher dimensions of understanding, where love, unity, and high vibrational energy dismantle the illusions of fear and control. Those attuned to this awakening believe that humanity is evolving beyond 3D thought, which often prioritizes materialism, division, and ego, into a 5D state of interconnectedness and spiritual freedom. This movement asserts that once enough individuals break free from the fear-based systems perpetuated, allegedly, by reptilians, their control will collapse. When we raise our vibrations and align with universal truths, we become impervious to manipulation from low-frequency beings. People speak of practices like meditation, energy work, and conscious living as pathways to this ascension. For many, the shift toward 5D consciousness isn't just a spiritual transformation, it's an act of resistance against unseen oppressors. Will 5D consciousness prevail? If history and mythology teach us anything, it's that light has a way of exposing shadow. Whether reptilians truly exist or represent a metaphor for oppressive systems, the narrative invites us to question the forces shaping our reality. Are we blindly accepting fear-based structures, or are we ready to rise above them? With the growing awareness around mindfulness, unity, and spiritual awakening, it seems the tide is turning. Many believe that humanity's connection to source energy and 5D consciousness will be the ultimate key to breaking free from control. Final thoughts. The idea of reptilians controlling our reality from the lower astral plane paints a disturbing, yet fascinating, picture of what it means to be human. Whether you find this narrative compelling or simply a modern myth, it's an invitation to explore deeper questions about consciousness, manipulation, and awakening. Are we victims of a cosmic chess game, or are we more powerful than we realize? Could reptilians be influencing our world, or is this just a wild alternative perspective? I'd love to hear what you think. Share your thoughts in the comments, and if this fascinated you, explore more of our articles on the astral plane, 5D consciousness, and the mysteries of existence. Together, we can piece together the truth behind the veils of our reality.